Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by DND Farm Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. Markets are still on the defensive as the world deals with inflation, higher interest rates, and recession-induced weak demand. All the grains were lower again. Corn down 10, beans down 14, KC wheat down 21 by the bushel, while the Dow dropped another 329 points. Statistics show the U.S. stock market has now lost $7.5 trillion since the current administration came to power. Gold is down another $22 by the ounce. It's $1,633 by the ounce, with crude oil again lower, down by 2. It's $75.45. The U.S. dollar traded up to levels not seen in 20 years, as a strong U.S. dollar makes U.S. exports more expensive in foreign currencies. Corn Belt weather is forecast to be warm and dry for the next couple of weeks as the harvest gains momentum. USDA reported yesterday afternoon that the U.S. corn crop is 12% harvested, up 5% from last week, but 2% behind the 5-year average. The milo harvest in Texas is about 82% harvested, with only 27% across the entire U.S. The U.S. milo crop condition has the milo crop at 22% good to excellent compared to 56% a year ago. Corpus Christi's public elevator and Archer Daniels Midland closed at least through today, subject to vessel arrival. Cargill, Houston, and the Andersons are open for trucks this week, 7 to 3. For help marketing your grains, it's Tuggle and Company, Corpus. Maybe this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, the Robstown location, 361-767-7473, pipemovers.com, pipe, steel, and fencing, the Robstown location. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from Monday as we examine the national pork carcass cutout value. Looks like 53 cents higher at 101.46. Monday's slaughter was estimated 484,000 head. That's up from the 478 last week and from the 474 in thousands of head during the same Monday last year. Wholesale box prices for yesterday saw a $4.04 recovery in the select, now at $223.36, and the 79-cent drop for choice at $247.84. Choice rib stayed above $400, though just by 72 cents. Select rib was quoted at $325.64. USDA's estimated slaughter, 125,000 head. That's 2,000 head down from last week, but about 6,000 head from the same Monday last year. Doesn't look like we've had any fats sell as of yet this week. Last week's totals, 148 in the western Corn Belt, 143 in the south. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. I'm Larry Marble with Down on the Farm, and I'm on the line with Stephen from D&D Farm and Ranch. Stephen, there's lots of products at D&D, but you're responsible for a certain portion of them, aren't you?
Yes, sir, sure are. We've got, Larry, the largest stock of farm and ranch equipment in the entire state of Texas.
If folks want to come out and investigate all those products, how do they get a hold of you?
They can call us at 830-379-7340, extension 260, and ask for any of our sales associates.
We're on the line with Ken Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how was the Mason sale?
You bet, Larry. We ended up right at 656 head today. We ended up getting last night right at 80 points of rain in the area there. Some people got a half an inch, some people got an inch and a half. So real good surprise for us. We only had a 5% chance, so that's not bad at all. So that slowed a few people down from bringing some in pretty wet this morning. I thought overall the market opened up the week with a steady, maybe to softer tone. These cool nights we're starting to get into, warm days. I think they're seeing some health issues on some of these calves, which is very typical this time of the year. I thought overall the stocker steers sold pretty well fully steady to maybe $2 to $3 lower. I thought the stocker heifers, they sold basically fully steady, especially on the heavyweight end. The real lightweight end, I thought they were probably 5 to 6 lower on those. I think that has a lot to do with the weather we're in right now. I thought the feeder steers, they sold probably $3 to $5 lower, while feeder heifers I thought overall sold fully steady. Packer cows sold steady, and our bulls sold steady, and cows were probably a couple dollars lower today on those. Pairs and bred cows, they sold steady on limited tests. Overall, pretty good market, just a little softer, I think, due to the weather concerns there, is what that's creating that, typical this time of the year.
What do you think for San Saba Thursday?
I think we'll have a pretty good run. Look like we're shaping up to several groups of calves coming, and then a couple of group cows, kind of probably around that 1,000 head to 1,200 or something, give or take some, Larry.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Ken Jordan.
You bet. Then give us a call, area code 325-372-5159.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor, did you know that the Millworks division at MG Building Materials is a great place to look when you want to upgrade your home? That division carries a full line of wood, aluminum, and vinyl windows. What a great upgrade. We've got vinyl windows in our house down here on the bay, and they sure are pretty from the inside and out. The possibilities for those upgrades are endless with the help of MG and their 5 locations. They've got one in San Antonio, got one in Corpus, got one in Uvalde, got one in Kerrville, and they have one in Pleasanton. That's MG Building Materials. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Monday evening, looking forward to a Tuesday sheep and goat sale. What do you got on the yard so far, Sean?
We've got about 22 or 300 on the yard, so sure thinking we'll get north of that 3. Could get close up to 3,500, maybe a few more on the sheep and goat end. Cattle end, kind of still thinking north of that 1,000. See how they roll in this week, but looking for some good sales in Fredericksburg on Tuesday and Wednesday.
What's the shiniest sheep and goat consignment you've seen so far?
There's 100 mutton kids off of one place. They're probably going to weigh somewhere around that 70 to 80. They look good. We've got 400 kids, lambs, and some old ewes off of another place, and they're shiny. They look good. Then we've got another 150 lambs off of another place, and they're kind of weighing in the upper 70s. They look good, so it's shaping up to be a good sale.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. I'm Larry Marble from down on the farm, and we're on the line with Brandon DeBose from DeBose Pipe, Panel, and Gate. This what year they start?
Man, they started in 1976. Grandfather started this business, backyard in Lomita, Texas.
Brandon, describe your product line and services provided.
Yes, sir. We do entrances. We sell pipe. We sell livestock gates, pasture gates, heavy-duty corral gates. Any kind of gates you'd really need out there on your farm, your pasture, whatever it is.
The phrase that y'all use within the commercial is wholesale to the public.
We're under competitors' retail prices, and our panels are the first and only to ever have a lifetime warranty against any livestock. Our heavy-duty line, they're made out of a 2-inch Schedule 80 pipe frame and inch and 5/8 14-gauge rails, and they're going to weigh around 150 pounds. We're very confident in the way they're built, the material they're built out of. We're very confident in our employees that put these things together. And, man, there's nothing more frustrating than going buying a competitor's panel and setting up your pins and having a bull try to jump out of it and tear 3 or 4 panels, and there you are having to go buy 3 or 4 more. When ours, man, you bring that panel back, show us where they try to jump through to jump over, and if it's damaged by any livestock beyond use, let us know, man. We replace it, no questions asked.
Now, you offer financing, too.
We go through a company called Sweet Pay Financing. It's been a very handy tool.
You're at the Lomita location. Give us your phone number for the Lomita location.
Lomita location, we can be reached at area code 512-752-3200.
And the website?
www.dubospanels.com.
We're on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, how's the sheep and goat sale shaping up?
Got right at 250 standing on the yard this evening, Larry. Kind of looking for around that, probably around that 600 head range, something like that. It's kind of drying up a little bit. These guys are going ahead and getting them out of here while they're still pretty fleshy and looking good. So I think we'll have a pretty good little run tomorrow, and looks like a pretty steady market as well.
Good. What do you think the cattle sale will be like come Thursday?
We got a couple guys that are going to get some cattle worked in tomorrow, Wednesday. So I think we'll probably around that 600 head range. It's kind of that time, and get some calves off and let some cows get ready for the winter. So I think we'll have around that 500 to 600 head range this week.
At Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde, Klein Spear, tell everybody how to contact you.
Call us at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. We're on the line with Stephen from DND Farm Ranch. That's DDTexasOutfitters.com. Stephen, I need to weigh a bunch of pigs, and I understand that you've got some hog scales.
Yes, sir, we sure do, Larry. 58 SX hog scales from W.W. Paul. They are going to come with a beam and poise and 2 bifold doors. Really easy to work.
Tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 161.
We've been with Stephen from D&D. Go to DDTexasOutfitters.com for more information. We're on the line with Jim Wheeler, Addiscosa Livestock, Pleasanton, Texas. Jim, how's the sale shaping up?
right at 300 head in tonight. Probably have 90 cows so far. About 40, 45 of those to palpate in the morning. One little pair. Quality of calves is good. Hopefully by sale time, we should end up with around 350. Hopefully by sale time.
Well,
probably 100 cows.
100 cows and 350 total. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Over this portion of Down on the Farm brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com, the Laredo store. Call Gabriel, 956-727-7473. We're on the line with Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. Riley, how was the sale?
Pretty good, Larry. Ended up with a few more than what we talked about last night. Ended up with 1,158 head. Market probably a little cheaper across the board. Cow market was about like it was last week, but lightweight calves not quite as active as they have been the last few weeks, and the yearlings maybe a couple cents lower. Had a handful of pairs, nothing too special. Had a couple good ones, 875 to 1550. Bred cows, 775 up to 1100. Packer cows, 78 to 86 on your high yielding cows. 74 to 82 on your breakers. 34 to 60 on your canners. High yielding Packer bulls, 94 up to $1. Low to medium yielding bulls, 74 to 94. 2 to 3 weight choice steers, 184 to 206. Heifer mates, 170 to 182. 3 to 4 weight choice steers, 182 to 204. Heifer mates, 164 to 178. 4 to 5 weight choice steers, 178 to $2. Heifer mates, 162 to 174. 5 to 6 weight choice steers, 170 to 192. The heifers, 152 to 170. 6 to 7 weight cattle, your steers, 150 to 164, and the heifers, 140 to 154. And the 7 to 8 weight cattle, your choice steers, 138 to 156, and the heifer mates 132 to 144. So got along pretty good. Like I said, maybe just a hair cheaper, 2 to 4 in spots. Maybe some of the lesser quality calves, 4 to 6. Cheaper than what it has been, but still an active market.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for next week's sale at Three Rivers.
361-813-6650 is my cell. 361-786-2553 is the office. LiveOakLivestock.com is the web.
We appreciate it, Riley. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
MG Building Materials, 5 retail locations all over South and Central Texas, from the Hill Country to the Gulf Coast. Perfect if you're a contractor or a homeowner. The smallest home improvement job to the largest commercial project, MG's positioned to help everyone. MGBuildingMaterials.com. San Antonio, Corpus, Pleasanton, Kerrville, and Uvalde. Always on the web, MGBuildingMaterials.com. MG's 5 retail centers there to help you at MGBuildingMaterials.com.
We're on the line with Seth Crane, Union Commission, Hondo Livestock. Seth, how'd the sale turn out?
I ended up with a pretty good run of cattle, 509 head. Had somewhere around 130 cows today. Packer market, cheaper once again. 31 up to 61 or 2 on those lower yielding cows, up to 86 on a really top cow. Most of those better cows going to bring from the mid 70s up into the low 80s. Packer bulls from 84 to 106. Had just a handful of pairs from 1020 to 1300, and our bred cows from 675 to 1050. Calf and yearling market, I thought these real light calves were under some pressure this week. Sure getting drier, in this corn market, and interest and stuff is finally starting to take effect, it looks like. Thought the little light heifers might have been, a little bit cheaper than the steers. As far as the big cattle, they continue to sell pretty well on the front end kind. Planter cattle, it's sure hard to move. Your 2 to 4 weight kind of steer cattle here today, anywhere from $1.42 up to $2. Your 2 to 4 weight heifers, anywhere from $1.25 up to $1.59. Getting into your 5 to 6 weight steers, $1.52 to $1.74. Your 5 to 6 weight heifers, $1.38 to $1.57. 6 to 7 weight steers, $1.28 to $1.56. 6 to 7 weight heifers, $1.25 to $1.60. Your 7 to 8 weight steers and bull yearlings, $1.20 to $1.44. And your 7 to 8 weight heifers, $1.10 up to $1.56. Would like to remind everybody we have that special stocker feeder sale coming up on October the 10th. In the meantime, if you need anything, feel free to reach us. 830-741-8061. Get me on my cell phone, 210-288-3960. And for updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
Announcing the Central Texas All-Breed Bull and Female Sale coming up in J.B. Wells Park in Gonzales. Here's a schedule of events. Thursday, October the 20th, 2022, from 4 to 7, you can view the cattle. Friday, October the 21st, 2022, 11 a.m., the sale begins. Lunch will be served during the sale. 60 range-ready performance bulls, 250-plus top-quality females and pairs. For more information, Bill Hyman, 830-857-3500, or Cooper Little, 210-843-7295. Neighbor, here's a shotgun look at the grains. Corpus Milo, 1350. Yellow corn, 836 1/4. Houston beans, 1049. Houston beans, 1396. Houston wheat, 1049. Texas cotton, 200 bale at 88.80. I'm Larry Marble. Neighbor, good day.